Hello crafty friends, it's Jess from jesscrafts.com, and today I'm here to answer one of the most popular questions I get on my videos, and that is, what is on my MISTI magnets? And so I appreciate everyone who leaves comments and questions all the time. I like being able to interact with people, and if you have any questions, definitely feel free to ask. I may not get back the same day, but I do try to answer all questions, and I read all of the comments on my channel, and I appreciate that. So the answer is it is washi tape, which many of you have realized by now. And the question is basically, why put washi tape on them, even if they can figure out that's what it is. And as you might see when I'm using my MISTI in my videos, it's a lot easier to move the magnets around when they have the washi tape, because I don't have to try to pick up the magnet and get my finger under it. I can simply just pull on the tab. And so it just makes it a little bit easier to manipulate, because these are very strong magnets, and so they don't come off as easily, which is a great thing because you wouldn't want them to come off easily and shift your paper around. You do want them to hold it firm. So I find that useful. I thought originally that it might help me separate the magnets because the magnets are so strong. Sometimes when they get too close together, they stick together. So here you can see these two have kind of, they're pretty securely together. They're kind of difficult to remove, and I thought at first, oh, well then if I have this tape on here, I can just pull them apart. No, as you see, it just pulls the tape off. So I've learned that that's not actually the purpose for the washi tape. It doesn't help with that. And I wanted to say this wasn't originally my idea. I saw it on a Facebook group, so I'm not trying to take credit for the idea of putting tape on your MISTI magnets, but I do find it helpful. So when, I'm going to just pull the tape off and I'll show you how I put tape on. But when they do come together, what I actually find to be the best way to take them apart is to slide them. And just by pushing the top one off and into my other hand and then pulling them apart, it works for me. Now I just wanted to show you briefly how I put the tape on. I'm sure a lot of people could figure it out, but just in case you were curious, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more, if that will help. Okay. I've never tried to zoom in the middle of a video before, but I think that that worked fairly well. Hopefully it didn't make anyone sick. So I have this Scotch washi tape. You could use whatever you have, although I do feel like a thicker washi tape is probably better just because it'll be a little bit more durable. However, if you're like me, you have more washi tape than you could ever do anything with, so if you have to replace it often, it's not a big deal. And I just tear off a small strip and I place it over one side of the magnet. Then I flip it over, so now the sticky side is up, and basically I'm going to push the two sides of the washi tape together. So I will line up this second piece and press them together. I want to make sure that you can't see or feel any of the sticky bit of the washi, so I want to push them as close together as possible, as close up to the magnet as possible. If there was a little bit of sticky exposed, it wouldn't be a big deal, but it could catch things like embossing powder or other little fine powders and stuff that we use in crafting, and I just feel like that might be annoying, but it's, again, not a big deal. So once I have it all pressed firmly together, I'm ready to trim off the edges. I personally find that I like to leave a longer tail so that it is a bit easier to manipulate. If you leave a really short tail, you can't really pull on the magnet. And even though they have the long tail, you can still use it at the very edge of your MISTI. So if you want to have the magnet right up against the edge, that tail isn't going to interfere at all. You can still close the MISTI right over it. So don't worry about that. It might get in your way when you're stamping. So if you had a piece of paper and you're holding it down and you really want to stamp in this area, you want to stamp close to where the magnet is, you can simply just tuck the tail under the magnet and get it out of your way like that. So I personally find these very helpful, and if you've been having a little bit of trouble moving your MISTI magnets, that might be a recommendation that would be helpful to you. So that's it in terms of the question. I hope that that explains it well for everyone. If you have any other questions on my videos, always be sure to just leave them in the comments. Like I said, I appreciate you all taking the time to watch my videos, to leave comments, to give me thumbs up, all of that, super appreciated. And if you're looking for more crafting or card making tutorials, including how I use my MISTI, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.